Stock of the Day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
And our stock of the day is Helloworld Travel. It launched a takeover offer for Webjet. It's offering 90 cents a share for the travel firm. It's a $353 million takeover offer. Follows a sharp drop in the online travel agent share price amid declining profits. The Webjet board has allowed Helloworld to conduct due diligence, unlike its refusal to engage with private equity firm BGH and Gary Wiss's private investment firm Ariadne. Helloworld already owns around 17% of Webjet, and at its AGM update, Helloworld saw FY26 earnings guidance of between 64 and 72 million. That's up between 15 and 30% on the previous year, well ahead of consensus. And the upgrade reflecting both organic growth and recent acquisitions, according to analysts, including the purchase of the remaining 50% of mobile travel holdings for 36 million. So, what do the experts think? Phil, let's start with you.
I cover Helloworld, so I've got a buy on it, so I'll keep the buy rating. It's been a long time coming. We saw the Helloworld and the BGH Weiss consortium each accumulate 17% of the company. The BGH Weiss consortium put a bid on the table earlier for 80 cents, which the board did not engage with them at all, no data room. Helloworld, after a period of time, has come back with 90 cents and they're in the data room. So doesn't mean the deal will be done, but they're inside, the board's given them access to the data room. I think it makes sense. From an investment point of view, they are both, I don't want to say subscale, below scale. You've got Flight Centre, Corporate Travel, WEB, Webjet, much bigger companies. These two are about 300 mil combined. Individually, total transaction value, I think Helloworld's at 4 billion, roughly 4 billion. WJL's at 1.5 bill, so that gives them 5.5 bill in total transaction value, which gives them greater economies of scale than they have individually. On the Webjet call this morning, they said most of their total transaction value is people jumping online, booking their airfares and then going somewhere else to do accommodation and cars and stuff. So the combined group should be able to keep some of that traffic in-house, you would have thought. Plus Webjet's got 110 million costs, strip 10% out, it's 10 million cost savings. You think it's 15% EPS accretive if the deal's done at 90 cents. I think it makes sense for two industry players to combine rather than private equity take out a company and try and strip out costs. You get synergies are better than straight out cost reductions. That doesn't mean BGH won't come back, they might. But at the current bid price, I think it makes sense for the two to combine. It'll provide decent EPS accretion to Helloworld, which is not in analyst forecast because it's only just been announced as a maybe. So I'll call it a buy with some upside to come if the deal goes through.
Yeah, we're not invested in the travel sector, so fundamentally I have to defer to Phil on this one. But yeah, I mean, Helloworld's always looked pretty cheap compared to its competitors. I don't think they have any debt or very little debt. No. And I guess an interesting tell is that it's actually up 3% today. I mean, the market sort of knew it was coming, but usually these stocks drop when they announce a takeover. So I mean, they're all positive signs. I have to admit, the long-term chart I'm not very happy with. It obviously got belted with COVID and hasn't it sort of struggled since then. But on this shorter-term chart, since bottoming out a few months or so ago, it has been improving quite nicely. The trend looks quite interesting. This is only as at yesterday. Of course, it's up a bit today. So, look, I don't know where it can go long term, but I think at least for the short term, it's got some upside and it's bouncing off support. So I'm happy to say this is a buy, even if it's a bit more of from my perspective, more of a short term opportunity. But no, these are good levels for it.
Well, that is a double buy then for our stock of the day, Helloworld.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.